The word GenAI has become a catch-all word for automation of many types, but in all cases, it's important to think about the security implications of GenAI, whether your focus is on chatbots, agent development, or MCP servers. In this video, let's take a look at all three categories of AI security that we should know about to ensure our companies and our data stay safe. Hey guys, Alex Riles here from MicroAge. A few weeks ago, I had a great opportunity to go to the RSA Cybersecurity Conference. I go every year and it's so much fun. It's the biggest cybersecurity conference of the year. And every year that I go, the show floor seems to have a theme to it. It's almost like all the vendors coordinate on a topic. And this year, I'm sure it would shock you to know that the theme was GenAI. So every single vendor had some sort of coordinated marketing material about how they're helping secure clients from the threat that GenAI might impose. Now, while I was there a few weeks ago, I had the opportunity to meet with 6 or 7 different startups in the AI security space. And I'll admit that when I showed up at the show, I really thought of AI security as one particular type of security. But when I walked away at the end of the week, I realized there's really 3 different areas of AI security that we all need to be thinking about. So what I thought I'd do today is share with you these 3 areas of AI security. The first one is an area that's probably the most common. I think this is the one most companies are already implementing if they're starting to implement AI security, and it's the one that executives seem to be the most familiar with. And I call it AI security for your workforce. And your workforce is your employees. And the truth is, whether you know it or not, your employees are using GenAI tools almost every day. We call this shadow AI because it's happening all over the place, even if they're not following an AI security policy you may or may not have put into place. So people are using different LLMs to ask information, do research about their jobs, write content. They might be using Copilot or ChatGPT or Perplexity, Anthropic, maybe Grok, but they're using it to great advantage. The question is, are they doing it safely and securely? So there's a whole category of AI security product on the market right now targeting how to secure your workforce. And these products typically do a couple of things. The first is they'll discover all the AI usage of your employees in your environment. I have deployed an AI security technology here at MicroAge, and it does a couple of great things for me. First of all, there's an agent that deploys to every single laptop, so I know all the different large language model solutions that people are chatting with chatbots. I also know the agents that they might be using and interacting with. And while I'm not necessarily looking at the chat prompt history, I am using AI to detect the sentiment of the prompts used by my employees. For instance, we can use data pattern matching to see, are the prompts including important data matches with personal information, URLs, financial data, email addresses. And I can also look at the sentiment of a prompt to detect data categories, like is the prompt about a healthcare question? Or is it source code, maybe like a function call they uploaded into Claude Code trying to write some application or debug a particular function? So I can use data categories and data patterns to then write policies that can do various things. For instance, maybe I can create a policy that says I don't want to allow anybody to interact with Copilot with their personal email account. If they use our corporate email address and account, then we'll allow it. But I want to block personal usage of Copilot because, like in MicroAge, we are using Copilot Enterprise. So we provide a way for them to use that technology. You also might want to block usage of file uploads to something like Grok or Gemini if it's got certain types of data in the file that you upload. So policies can be created using data patterns and data categories that are discovered through the prompts and interaction in order to secure your environment and even to educate your employees. One of the things we're doing is I'm not blocking things right away. I'm going to warn employees by saying something like a pop-up message that says, are you sure you want to submit that prompt request? It looks like it has financial data in it. And they may look at it and say, yes, but it's benign financial data or example data, in which case they might allow the prompt, and that's okay. But I can educate over a period of time my employees to know how to have good hygiene when interacting with AI. So AI security for your workforce is one of the more common areas of AI security today, and lots of the companies out there you see that are advertising AI security, that's what they mean. There's another area of AI security though that I learned about a few weeks ago that I find fascinating, and that is AI agent security for the software development lifecycle process. A lot of companies are now starting to build their own agents, and there's a lot of great tools out there to build AI agents with. But the question is, are you thinking about debugging your AI agents in the same way we debug code during the software development process? Continuous lifecycle development has us like scanning source code to make sure there's no bugs in our code. But the truth is, there's now a technology that we call autonomous red teaming agents. These are AI agents that will attack your agent you're building during the development process and do all the things a hacker might do before it goes live in production. For instance, during the software build process, you might compile your code, generate your agent, and then launch the red teaming agent. And it might try to inject your prompts with malicious data, looking to exfiltrate information or possibly misconfigure the agent, get it to do something you didn't expect it to do. These are all capabilities of these autonomous red team agents. You might want to try to force it or trick it into connecting to an MCP server that you didn't intend for it to connect to. This is prompt injection, right? So if we can figure out that your agent is susceptible to data leakage while you're building your agent so you can continue to iterate on its configuration and development, then launch it into production, you'll have a much more stable agent technology. There's a lot of really cool startups out there that are adding these red team agents during your software development build process. You should check them out if you're building agents. The third area of AI security I learned about a few weeks ago at RSA is after we build our agents in the development process, they're obviously moved to production to execute. So AI agent security of runtime operations is the third category. While your agents are running, we want to be careful to put guardrails up around our agent execution. The truth is, agents don't operate like a source code program that you write where you say, if this, then do that. Those don't typically go off the rails. But an AI agent makes decisions sometimes on their own, and you need guardrails in place to make sure it doesn't do something you didn't expect. And so monitoring your agent execution during runtime is super important. These products in the market typically start out by discovering agents that are running in your environment first of all, then it can monitor each one. We call this security posture management. We're looking at the security posture of the agent, making sure it's doing things we expect. For instance, we can block injection attacks in real time. We're looking at prompts that go into your agent, asking it to do something and making sure they're not trying to trick that agent into doing something you didn't intend. We're discovering vulnerabilities in agents. We're looking for misconfiguration of agents. We're looking for risky connections of your agent in runtime in real time. We're also protecting those agents from destructive behavior. Because the truth is, agents could make a decision to do something like delete a file or delete a service. Maybe it decides to make a configuration change you didn't want it to do. Maybe it's going to exfiltrate data or send an email you didn't anticipate in a tone that you didn't want to write. And so it's important that we have runtime security of our agents as they execute to keep them within the guardrails that we want to set. So there's three areas of AI security I would encourage us all to think about. Number one, how do we secure our workforce to behave and do things that we expect them to do and to put prompts in that we expect them to put prompts in for? Number two, how do we secure the software development lifecycle process to make sure that as we build our agents, we can test them in real time and make them as secure as possible before we launch into production. But the third area is, while they're running in production, how do we measure with guardrails and make sure these agents are operating exactly the way we intended them to? I hope this has been helpful to think about how we're going to secure the agentic AI age that's coming at us so fast and so quick. I hope you'll stay tuned for the next CyberByte video that'll come soon, where we'll talk about something else cybersecurity. We'll see you next time.